How would a chess player cheat and get away with it? I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. This is the topic of discussion on this evening. How would a chess player, a professional chess player, cheat in a chess tournament and get away with it? Well, I found an article in the Wall Street Journal entitled, Behind a Chess Scandal. How would a player cheat and get away with it? A new controversy involves the world's number one and a 19-year-old grandmaster. So let's get right down to it tonight. So I'm going to read this article, probably be part one and part two. So I'm not going to, it's a lengthy article, and I know I'm not going to get to all of it tonight. World champion Magnus Carlsen has set the chess world on fire in recent weeks while barely saying a word. First, he abruptly quit at a prestigious tournament in St. Louis after a defeat. In early September, then this week, he resigned from a game after making just one move. What both staggering incidents have in common was Carlsen's opponent, a 19-year-old American grandmaster named Hans Niemann. Carlsen hasn't said explicitly what he's thinking, but the chess company set out to decode his message and came to the conclusion that Carlsen thinks Niemann is a cheater. Niemann, who beat Carlsen in their first meeting and was credited with a victory over him on Monday, has forcefully denied any allegation that he has cheated during any in-person game. He did, however, admit this month that he had received illegal assistance in online play on two previous occasions, chalking them up as youthful indiscretions, according to chess.com, which has suspended Niemann, indicated in a statement the breadth of his cheating was greater than that. Underpinning the entire fracas is a much more fundamental question. How would a player cheat at chess and get away with it? The answer is in everyone's pocket. Over the past 20 years, chess technology has become so advanced and so portable that anyone with a smartphone is capable of pulling up websites with software powerful enough to grind down Magnus Carlsen. These chess engines, as they are known, have such awesome powers of calculation that they can analyze moves deep into the game's future in mere seconds. I lost my way. Here we go. Any chess program running on a cell phone could communicate better moves than even the world champion plays, according to American Grandmaster Maurice Ashley. From there, it's a matter of getting the chess engine's guidance to the player. The irony is that once chess engines become sophisticated, chess cheating turned into a decidedly low-tech endeavor. Sorry about that. The illegal schemes initially concocted by some of the finest tactical minds in the world have mostly involved trips to the bathroom to secretly look at a phone. In 2016, for instance, Veselin, Topolak's team accused Vladimir Kramnik of taking a suspect number of bathroom breaks during the World Championship match. Though the allegation wasn't proven, organizers responded by forcing the players to share a bathroom. The strangest part is that this wasn't the only toilet gate in high-level chess. I might title that, Chess Toilet Gate. More recently, Latvian Grandmaster Ignoris Ratsius, who has also represented Bangladesh and Czechoslovakia, was suspended by the game world governing body in 2019. He was caught using, or after he was caught using, a smartphone in the bathroom. Bathroom intermosses became less of an issue when the pandemic pushed many high level tournaments online, but cheating didn't. In fact, it imploded, and so did the infrastructure to catch it. Chess.com reported in November 2020 that it had closed 18,000 accounts in 30 days for fair play violations, more than in any single month in the site's existence from that point. The shuttered accounts included average pawn pushers and grandmasters alike, the site said. But what represents an existential crisis for the game today is the mere notion that it remains plausible to cheat at the highest levels. Doing in-person events without detection, it just takes an accomplice, a chess engine, and a bit of spycraft. All you need is a sophisticated enough communication device to be able to pull off such a brazen act, Ashley says. There are all sorts of gizmos someone could attempt to sneak on their person, from nearly invisible earpieces to a tiny device that vibrates or buzzes in a way that is only felt by the person wearing it. Unless officials catch a player in the act or in the bathroom, it's complicated to say definitively whether a grandmaster cheated in a specific over-the-board game. At that level, players don't need to be fed every move. Contests tend to be won and lost in a subtle middle game combinations that gently tilt the balance. In practice, this means that a cheater might only need assistance in a couple of key moments. A quick buzz to indicate that the optical tactic is, say, a knight move rather than nudging another pawn. In a way, it isn't so difficult from the scandal that upended baseball when the Houston Astros stole opposing pitcher signs and relayed it to their batters by banging trash cans in the dugout. In another way, it's completely different. Even knowing the pitch type, the Astros had to execute and hit a ball at 95 miles per hour. They still could have struck out. But when you know the move in chess, the only physical skill is picking up a piece, and all of a sudden, it becomes a duel of human computer. After Carlsen lost to Niemann and withdrew from the tournament in St. Louis, having played only 3 rounds, event organizers ramped up security, even though they said they hadn't found anything untoward. Players were winding down with a metal detector, and the broadcast of the games was delayed by 15 minutes. A countermeasure that aims to deter outside help because anybody watching remotely could be behind the action. Chess insiders have suggested that more stringent methods, such as longer tape delays and more thorough screenings, may be necessary. Russian Grandmaster Ivan I can't pronounce that name. I'm going to give it a shot. Ian Nepomniachtchi appeared to be joking when he raised the possibility of playing naked in a locked room. But the mere idea suggested how extraordinary the rules might have to become to eliminate even a whiff of funny business. Unbothered by the allegations, Niemann took his St. Louis victory over Carlsen as a sign of his own rapid progress. Though he was the lowest rated player in the world, that was his second win in the tournament's first 3 games. It must be embarrassing for the world champion to lose to me, he said at the time. I feel bad for him. Niemann then proceeded to lose or draw his final 6 games. There you have it. I got it all done in one segment. I thought it would be 2. So nevertheless, cheating never plays. What is the old saying? Cheaters never win. Always remember that. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender. Never quit.